Yo Tiggers, and we shall now be kicking into the quarter-final. So, unfortunately, Kix Lafayette were not in the battle for some reason. They weren't in the tournament for some reason. So, Cody Hill winning from his battle with Phalanx, he now moves up to the semi-final, so he bypasses the quarter-final. That's pretty unlucky. Um, I beat I beat Samurai 97, so I move up to the quarterfinals. Hunter beat Nectar Blood, so he was in my kind of area of the tournament ladder, so he'll be playing against me in the quarterfinals. We then also have Virtue Dollar playing against Goran, because Goran didn't play in the stage 1 battle because I can't remember who he was playing against, but they didn't manage to turn up. Oh, I think it was a Narastia. Narastia. I'm trying to say it as a German. Narastia. Say it hard like a German. So, Narastia didn't turn up. She played Goran, so Goran went straight through, but Virtue Dollar won against Alex, so Virtue Dollar and Goran played, but unfortunately they didn't save their replay. Guys, how many times do I have to say, save your replays? Oh well, but it doesn't matter, I'm not too bothered. Anyway, so who does that leave us left with? Oh yeah, Armand won against Sorav, so he goes to the quarterfinals, and Kodsashi Sniper, he won against, who did he win against? Can't even remember. Oh yeah, Samurai 97, because Samurai 97 played me. There he is. So that's where we stand. So Amaterasu and Kodsachi Sniper will be playing as well. But those are the only two quarter-final battles I will have, unfortunately. Out of the 4 that should have been played, 1 didn't happen, and 1 didn't save the replay. So we shall get kicking into, I think, mine and Hunter's, it looks like. So second battle on the bounce, Hunter shall be playing in the channel. And I was talking to Hunter over this. I loved the tournament because I just got to talk to so many people on Skype. It was so much fun. So Hunter, he's a lad. I love Hunter. He's such a legend. About halfway through the battle, his granddad actually came into the room and started talking to him. It's quite funny. But yeah, so this shall be interesting. We chose the Kurobu Gorge. Now these battles were 14,000 Koku, so the level was definitely stepped up a little bit, and we tried to change the map up. So this is some pretty interesting map. It's got a little bit of river going on. It's got some nice topography, yeah, breaking out the geography terminology. And I apologise as well because I have got a bit of a cold and I'm kind of talking through my nose at the minute. So I'm playing the Takeda, as I said before. They are my favourite clan just because they're so boss. We've got 2 Yarishgar up front. We then have a Bow Samurai, and then we have got, I think it's 5 Nodachi. Yeah, we've got 5 non-veteran Nodachi. Oh, actually no. I think they've all got 2 chevrons. Sorry. I've got some more Yari Ashigaru right in the centre of my army, and then I've got a Katana Hero, make them plays happen, as we saw in the last battle. And then we have got Takeda Shinjin. And then over here we've got, I think it's, what was it? It's just 1 Yari Cav or 2 Yari Cav? Okay, so we've got 2 Great Guard and 1 Yari Cav, and then we've also got 2 Katana Cav. So I've gone for a very Cav heavy build, but this will decimate any sort of cavalry that Hunter will be bringing, and that's really what my main goal was. I saw that he was going for the Shimazu, so I automatically knew he was going to go heavy on sword. So that's why I chose the Takeda clan, because I knew these guys were going to be boss at all of their cavalry needs. So I went for the 2 Great Guard and then the Yari Cav to just destroy all of his cavalry, and then I bring up some Katana units just to soften up all those sword units. So let's ping over to Hunter's army. He shall be fielding 3 Bow Samurai, Yari Ashigaru. He's then also got 5 Katana Samurai, it looks like. He also is fielding Katana Hero, and he's then got his Takeda Yoshihiro. And then he's also got 2 Yari Cav at the back. So I think he's also got another sort of Yari Cav. I think he's got like a Katana Cav in the back here. I'm not entirely sure. But you know what? I love this. I love this. This is so nice. You know what? I'd love to visit Japan someday. It looks very, very nice and pretty. Yes, it's rather nice, rather nice. Oh shit, there's 2 big battles. 2 big, big armies. So at the moment, it's just kind of we're kind of getting our positioning at the moment. I really want to just stay on this hill and get the downhill charge, but that's exactly what he's going to do. And we're talking over at Skype at the moment, and he's saying, "Oh yeah, I'm just going to go on this hill," and I'm like, "You sure you want to do that?" I'm playing like some sort of psychological warfare game with him, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm just gonna put my guys here," and I'm just saying, "Hunter, you sure about that? Are you sure you want to make that move? Are you absolutely positive?" You know, and I think he was getting a bit nervous at this point, because like, I don't know, I could be fielding ninjas, I could have like, I don't know, wacko raiders, I could be playing some really RC units that he doesn't know about. But no, I just didn't. I just bring a crap ton of cavalry. So these guys are going to make their way across the river. I decide that he's not going to budge, so I will. I'm not going to pussy out of it, so I will send up my army. And I sleep. He then sends his cavalry down because obviously obviously, you know, he's trying to protect something. That's what I was just thinking in my head. So I stopped my cavalry mid in their tracks, and then I decided to think about it logically. He has got something hidden, because normally you would not move your Yari Cav unless you're trying to protect something pretty vital. So that's exactly what I thought. So I sent up a Yari Cav head of my army. Then I had both of my Great Guard behind it, because I want these guys to soak up any charge, and then my Great Guard to be preserved. So I charge these guys in ahead because I know he's going to have something. He charges at me. So, oh, hello. We've got 2 Katana Cavalry right here. I just knew it. I knew it. So then he charges in these units here, and I soak up with 1 Great Guard unit. And then the other one as well gets taken out. And I will, I think I bring around my Katana Cavalry, I'm not entirely sure, to enclose Hunter's cavalry. And at this point it's just a massacre. You just know that Hunter's going to lose this just because of the cavalry that I've bought. I mean, Great Guard are pretty much unbeatable, only to probably the spears of Shiwazu or whatever they're called. And all of his units do a big chain route, they break, and I sustained minimal losses purely because I think I just brought a lot of cavalry. So we're going to have horses charging in every direction by now. It's a lot of horses, isn't it? Yeah, they're just going in every direction. And he's getting nervous. I mean, you know, if I lost all of my units, I too would be nervous. He's kind of bringing the same army as he did against Nectar Blood. So he's got some bow units, he's got Yari Ashigaru, and then he's bought a lot of katana units, but then he's kind of got some katana cavalry as well, which I think was the major difference in his army. I mean, I tried to change up every single time I play. I mean, when you see me play against Goran, it's... yeah, I mean, my army's pretty weird. So, at the moment, it's just a stalemate. I'm not going to move anymore because he'll have the uphill advantage. He's not going to move because he knows that if he moves downhill, my guys will be at his flank, all of my cavalry. So he's kind of stuck at the moment. I mean, I'm not really having too much of a problem. I just can't get too close because I know that his bow units will start to unleash on me. But, oh, just look at all these swords. Look at that, that's pretty potent. I mean, if my units got into combat with his, they'd just annihilate. Which is another reason why I bring Nodachi, because I knew that he'd be going katana units. And Nodachi generally do have a higher melee attack than katana units. It's just that he's managed to rank his units higher than mine. So I'm going to do what I love doing best, do what Vendetta loves best doing, which is microing his cav. So I love doing that kind of stuff. So I will be taking my units and breaking them up, doing some fancy nice stuff with them. I'm trying to move this Yari Ashigaru because these again are the only spear units he has brung, which really isn't going to help him. You should always look at your opponent's clan, and yeah, I mean, if you saw my clan, first of all, I wouldn't have played, if I were him, if I saw Takeda, I wouldn't play Shimazu, I'd probably play like Oda, the Oda clan, because they'll have like Yari Ashigaru, but they'll have the long Yari, like we saw with Amaterasu and Surav. And, you know, also I just go spear heavy basically. Pretty much, and I'd bring a lot of spears against Takeda. I mean, I wanted to throw it in a little bit, so I did throw in a crap ton of swords, which is basically why I brought them, because I didn't want him completely predicting what I was going to get. But at the moment, I think he's pretty scared for the most part. I mean, these guys aren't really going to do too much in loose formation. That I will say. You never want to put your Yari Ashigaru in loose formation. It doesn't fare well. If you want to see how good loose formation Yari Ashigari does. Go on the 7870 benchmark, and I can't even remember, I think it's like the third battle, it's during the day and it's the small funds one. That just shows you how brilliant they are, basically. So you always want these guys in tight formation if they're against cavalry, because cavalry will just run through them. So at the moment I'm trying to break my cavalry up, and this is a spark of genius. I have to admit, this is a very, very good move. Hunter for ages was thinking, what do I do now? I've got no idea. He's got me trapped, he's got me pinned against his army but his cavalry at the same time, so what do? So what he did is that he thought, you know what, I'm going to block off the rear to my army. So he actually moved down here where I can't run down this cliff. So I can't run down this cliff, so I can't hit him from behind. But of course this does trap him into a box. He's got nowhere to retreat. My cavalry can attack freely from the sides. And my army has now got a nice level playing field, so he no longer has that uphill advantage. Damn, this game looks too good. So I'm going to commence my attack with a big Yari charge. I take these guys round the side and then hit his archers. These guys are going to attack from the flanks as well. At the moment I'm just waiting for his Yarishgari, because I say to him, Hunter, I'm attacking your army with cavalry, and he goes, oh really? So then what he does, he takes around and he changes direction. At this point I charge in all of my cavalry, and these guys will pretty much immediately rout, which isn't going to be too good for them. So these guys will get taken out pretty well, but they'll hold their ground. Once get into locked combat, I send in all of my Yari Ashigari and all of my cavalry to tire his men out, and then, oops, lag spike. And this is then when I start charging all of my Dodachi, because these guys they're gonna be inferior to Hunter's Katana, because his Katana have got slightly better stats than mine. So I did want to wait till they were tired out. Oh, it looks like his Yari Ashigari are going to regain their feet, and they're going to begin to turn back round and attack. And it's actually kind of a grind out battle at the moment, so nothing's really going on. I think, yeah, I popped off a rally. I think I inspired. I'm also popping off loads of Banzais because of all the Nodachi. You have to remember that Banzai does make your guys resistant to... Oh, there we go. This unit enters into a frenzied state for a short period of time, temporarily increasing speed, charge, melee attacks, and an unbreakable morale. So if you're going for a very morale heavy army, so monks and all those kind of good units, and you have a leadership general, bring Nodachi, because you put those guys into Banzai and they will not break at all. So it's kind of best to pop this off early, as soon as you get into combat, and then hopefully if it's a grind out battle, when all your units are depleted, if you pop Banzai on again, they'll be unbreakable and you should be able to win a match. So that's always a good idea when bringing a morale army, but at the moment nothing's really happening. It's still grinding it out. I pulled my archers to the side, hoping to get some nice shots, which they will be. And I think I put my general to stand and fight. Or nope, I target my general at his general, so my general's got some higher melee stats, but I think his army just manages to break under the sheer weight of numbers. I could have used my cavalry much more efficiently. So I mean, spear units, you always want to take them out, pull them back in, take them out, pull them back in. That's spear cavalry, that is. So you want to keep on hammering, take them back out. And now it's just full flight, so it looks like... Oh, his Katana Lord is still standing. Katana Hero is still here. Still loud and kicking, but against this many units, he's just going to die quickly. So I mean, GG to Hunter. It was a lot of fun to play this battle, and it was pretty funny as well with the whole Hunter, you sure you want to do that? And oh, they're going to get charged by the Yari, and don't make that break you, Katana Hero. That would just be an embarrassing move. And there he goes. So very, very nice. It's a good game. I like the idea of hiding behind the cliff, because that way my cavalry can hit him from behind, and that meant that his Yari Cav could kind of focus less on the rear as well. So yeah, it was a good game. Thoroughly enjoyed it. And I will be doing Kosachi Sniper and Armor Terezu next. Now I just want to warn that is a very long, and I'm not going to lie, it's quite a boring battle as well, so I'm going to watch it. I'm not sure if I will commentate it just yet, because I haven't watched it all the way through, but I mean, if I think it's really good, then I'll definitely do it. So things to remember there: always look at what clan your enemy's gonna bring, because I mean, if I saw Takeda, I would, as I said, I'd go Oda clan, long Yari, just a crap ton of it. I wouldn't play Shimazu, or at least I would play Shimazu, but I'd bring a lot more spit. So I'd probably substitute maybe the Katana hero or a Katana. Actually, I'd probably substitute some of those bow units for Yareshigai. That's probably what I would have done. But there's the army, and here we go. So Takeda Katana Cavalry did pretty darn good. Got 200 kills apiece pretty much. I'd actually followed up. Great Guard did extremely well. Even my bow samurai did well. I never really bring bow units anymore, so I just like to steamroll over all of my enemies. So Hunter is Katana heroes are so good. Everyone should bring them. They make them plays happen. And there we go. So I hope you thoroughly enjoyed this so far, and we will be doing another tournament. Just keep posted for that one on the Vendetta Steam page. There should be some details up soon. So thank you very much, and bye for now.